most high-achieving corporate women do not fear change. They fear instability. You are not afraid of growth. You are not afraid of responsibility. You are not even afraid of hard work. But you are careful because you have built something: income, credibility, reputation, structure, and the idea of disrupting all of that without certainty feels irresponsible. So even when misalignment becomes clear, many women hesitate, not because they lack clarity, but because they lack a safe way to move. Let's anchor something important first. High-achieving corporate women do not burn out because they are weak. They burn out because they are misaligned. And once misalignment becomes clear, movement becomes necessary. But that movement does not need to be chaotic. It can be structured. It can be strategic. It can be low risk. And understanding how to design that kind of transition changes everything. Let's begin with a reframe. A career transition is not a single decision. It is a process. And when you treat it as a process instead of an event, the pressure reduces. Because you are no longer asking, should I leave or stay? You are asking, how do I move intelligently from where I am to where I need to be? That question opens up options, and options reduce fear. Now, let's break this down. A low-risk career transition has 3 core components: clarity, stability, and sequencing. Let's start with clarity. Clarity comes first. Not action, not applications, not announcements. Clarity. You need to understand, who are you becoming? What no longer fits? What type of environment aligns with your identity? And that kind of work reflects your evolving definition of success. Without this clarity, every opportunity looks tempting, but not every opportunity is aligned. Clarity filters options, and filtering reduces risk, because risk is not just about failure. It is about misdirection. Moving in the wrong direction is more costly than moving slowly. The second component is stability. This is where many women feel tension. They assume that change requires immediate disruption. But strategic transitions protect stability while creating movement. Financial stability, professional stability, emotional stability. Instead of leaving before you are ready, you begin building your next step while still anchored in your current one. This is what I call dual positioning. You are still performing in your current role, but you're also preparing for your next aligned move. Quietly, strategically, without unnecessary exposure. This reduces pressure because you are not forcing a leap. You are building a bridge. Now, the third component, sequencing. The order in which you move matters. Reactive transitions skip steps. Strategic transitions follow sequence. Let me walk you through a simple sequence. First, identity clarity. Secondly, opportunity evaluation. And third, positioning. Fourth, movement. If you reverse this order, you increase risk. For example, if you move before clarifying identity, you may enter another misaligned role. If you pursue opportunities before positioning yourself correctly, you may appear inconsistent. If you announce change before building direction, you create unnecessary pressure. But when sequence is respected, transitions feel controlled, not chaotic. Now let's go deeper into what this looks like. practically. Many high-achieving women think transition means resign, figure it out, rebuild. That is high risk. Strategic transition looks different. It looks like clarify identity, assess current role, what can be adjusted, explore aligned opportunities discreetly, strengthen your positioning, build confidence in your direction, then move. That is low risk because movement is supported by preparation, not driven by urgency. Let's talk about something important here. Time. Many women feel pressure to move quickly once they recognize misalignment. But speed does not always produce better outcomes. Clarity does. A slower, well-structured transition often leads to stronger positioning, better opportunities, and more sustainable alignment. This is not about delaying unnecessarily. It is about moving deliberately. Let me give you a metaphor. Imagine crossing from one side of a river to the other. You jump, hoping to land safely. Or you can build stepping stones, each step stable, each movement intentional. Low-risk transition is about building stepping stones, not making emotional steps, not making emotional leaps. Now, let's connect this to identity again, because identity determines direction. If identity is unclear, transitions become scattered. You explore too many options. You second-guess decisions. You move without conviction. But when identity becomes clear, transitions become focused. You know what fits. You know what fits. You know what doesn't. You move with confidence. That is why the first phase of the RTS method is to realign, not transition, realign. Because clarity reduces risk. Then comes transition. This is where strategy comes in. Designing a move that protects your income, your credibility, your professional narrative, and finally, sustain, ensuring that your next chapter remains aligned so that you do not have to repeat the same process again. Because success that costs your identity is not sustainable success. Let's bring these together. If you are currently feeling misaligned in your career, you do not need to panic. You do not need to rush. You do not need to disrupt everything at once. You need a plan, a low-risk structured plan. One that allows you to move from misalignment to alignment without losing stability, without damaging your credibility, without compromising your future. Let's recap. A low-risk transition includes clarity before action, stability during movement, and sequence in execution. These three elements protect you. They reduce fear, they increase confidence, and they turn uncertainty into direction. If you are a high-achieving corporate woman navigating this season, you are not stuck. You are repositioning. And repositioning, when done strategically, elevates your career. It does not disrupt it. In the next video, we are going to talk about 3 biggest mistakes professionals make during career transitions. Because understanding what to avoid is just as important as knowing what to do. And avoiding those mistakes can save you years of unnecessary frustration. I will see you on the next one.